This is not a movie set or dress-up. It's the centuries-old sport of jousting, once practiced by knights, but in modern Britain. Like their predecessors, the knights in full armour charge at each other with lances that splinter on impact. The aim is to score points, rather than unseat the other rider, but the risk is real.
We aim at each other's heads. You don't get that in most other types of sport, using real weapons to deliberately hit a head. So there's an extra element of risk that people, I think, appreciate and certainly find exciting.
Initially a form of military training, knights also attended jousts between battles in the hope of winning tournament prizes. It was hugely popular in medieval times, but had largely died out by the early 17th century. A revival in recent decades has seen recreation jousts take place at historic sites across England, and even calls for it to be made an Olympic sport. The battles draw crowds of fans eager to cheer on a modern-day Lancelot or wild man.
I thought it was very exciting, fast-paced action. You could tell they were actually really doing it as opposed to it being scripted, so yes, really enjoyed it.
It's still a great actual sport to actually watch. It is really competitive when you see them doing it. It takes a lot of skill. So yeah, no, it's really good to come along and support and keep these things alive, because it is, you know, it's our history for the country.
Dominic Sewell is one of Britain's best-known competitors and an expert on the sport. A veteran of more than 20 years, he also trains others in the sport at his stables.
A helmet weighing probably about 6 kilos, 7 kilos. It's physically demanding to weigh 30 kilograms of armour on the back of a horse moving at 20 to 25 miles an hour, and then accepting an impact from somebody else moving at the same speed with the same equipment. So yeah, it's very demanding. Doing it day after day after day can be very draining, as is in any sport. It's not pretend.
The modern jousters base their equipment on what was traditionally used. True to its elitist roots, a suit of armour today costs around €20,000. One modern change has been the sport opening to women, like Lisa Dixon. For her, it's an equal playing field that comes down to the relationship between horse and rider.
There's no feeling quite like it, being able to get onto these venues and knowing that at some point somewhere around that venue people did joust on there and you are literally following in their hoof prints. I've always said it's a very, very special feeling to be recreating history on history.
Jousting has been dubbed England's first national sport, and the tradition appears set to keep galloping into the future.
Well, they certainly didn't pull back at the last ball.